Hi everybody, I'm Lori Townsend. I'll be your professor for this course, Business Communications, online for spring 2022. Now I'm losing my voice a little bit today. Hopefully I'll get through this video. We'll see what happens. But when you enter the course in Blackboard, this is what you'll see. I don't have it set to the home page like a lot of people do. I have it set up to get right to the work. So let's get to it. This is the main learning module area. And this over here I refer to as the left menu from time to time. Everything you pretty much need you can link to from that left margin. So take a look there first. Okay, so let's just start with the home page from the left menu. There's a lot of information here. Most particularly is the CCC resources and policies on the right hand side. That you may, and there's all this information about help as well. So this is a great place to take a look around and find out what's there. So that was the home page. Here's the course announcements. Right now there's just one announcement, but it's very important that you read these announcements. I just had a student the other day message me and ask me, could I help him find a video? He couldn't find it. And I said, I posted in the announcements today a URL. If he would have took the time to read the announcements, he would have known that was there and not been waiting for a response from me. So very important to read the announcements. Okay, it gives you some information to get started. You have to make sure you check your T-Wolves account. If I contact you, it's going to be in T-Wolves. And there are times, you know, if you turn in an assignment and it doesn't work for some reason, I may contact you. Another thing I want to mention here too, and it's not Blackboard related, but I do from time to time call students on the phone and my number is blocked. So please answer for this semester if you can. Yeah, it's just blocked. Okay. So that's the course announcements. This is just a heading, course information. So let's look at the course information. It'll take you to this menu. It gives my contact information. There's my office phone number. But honestly, if you're going to contact me, please use my email. I check my email about 10 times a day, where I check my office voicemail once a week. So please, 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 please use email. And if you do use email, please be looking for a response from me. I'm usually very quick to respond because I check it 10 times a day. And it's very frustrating when a student responds 6 days down the road. You have to figure out what we're talking about again. So please be checking that. I've listed there my office hours. There's somewhere else too. I'll show you them in a little while. But on Monday, it'll be in my office from 1 to 3:30. And Wednesday will be in Zoom. Yeah, I'm going to write that real quick. Edit. It's got to scroll slowly. It won't scroll down. Okay. Office and Zoom. I do open a Zoom session when I'm in my office. My office is 121 in B building. And then, oh, I put Zune. I made my own program. And there's the Zoom address. I use the same Zoom address. There are a couple precautions we have to take in order to use the same room. One of them being there's a waiting room. If you come into the waiting room and I'm not there and it's my office hour, I'm in another room with a student helping them. So I ask that you be patient and wait at least 5 minutes. Okay, and also you have to make sure you log in. It has to display your name correctly. It can't be a nickname or anything, just so that for security purposes we know who you are. Okay, so submit. It's going to look a little different to you because I'm in the instructor view, of course. There's the orientation that we're recording right now, so it's not posted. Here is the syllabus. There's my information. The information about the book. The book is a PDF. It's free, wonderful, free. The downside is don't print it because it's like 550 pages. Your parents will kill you and then they'll kill me. A lot of ink, very expensive. You can go to the bookstore and see if they can get you a copy, or you can go to a print shop. Even a print shop is going to be cheaper than it would be just to go to the library and make copies. Okay. There's the course description, the objectives. You can read through those later. There's a prerequisite for this course, English 101. For example, when we do citations, you need to know how to do citations. I don't teach them to you. That's why ENG 101 is the prerequisite. Okay. This class is different in that instead of averaging your grades, I use a point system, which means for every assignment you earn so many points. You'll see there the final grade scale, and it's every assignment grade scale, really. An A, you have to have 751 points on up, and that's how you get an A, and so on. It goes through the rest of these. I do have it posted in the FAQ explaining it, so if you don't get it, please read that, and then if you still don't get it, come to me and we'll talk about it, okay? And then there's some policies of the college that are very important, so we put them in the syllabus. The accessibility, services, computer usage, Blackboard, because everything we do is in Blackboard. The academic integrity policy, that deals with cheating and plagiarism. I do check for plagiarism, and I don't want to say catch people, but I kind of do catch people. You don't want that to happen because you come to my office and you cry and I cry, but you fail. I don't. So keep that in mind. I do have a thing called Safe Assign that checks your paper against millions of others, and it doesn't tell me you plagiarized. It tells me that information comes from another source. Then I have to make that call. So just so you're aware of that, I do put Safe Assign, and because of that, I do not accept any assignments via email. None. No assignments. You have to submit them through Blackboard. If there's a problem with Blackboard, I would rather fix the problem with Blackboard than have to deal with it. And the reason being is I can't put it through Safe Assign unless it's in here. Okay, so there's Starfish. Hopefully you know what Starfish is. ACE and Health and Wellness, who are our lifelines now that we have COVID to deal with. Okay, so that was the syllabus. Here's the point distribution. It resembles the one you just saw. But the nice thing about this is it shows you the denominator. Meaning it would be 25 over 25 if I had full credit from the first assignment to the end of the first week where I could have earned 25 points. So that's full credit. But again, that's explained in the FAQ. But this is kind of nice because you have a checklist of what assignments you have to do. So I would print this off, and when I did that icebreaker, I'd check it off, and then the assignment for the next one. And that way you know you have completed everything. Okay. So let's look at the course calendar, which looks very similar to the last document, except for this time there's a due date. So again, you could use this as your checklist very easily if you want to. It has the points associated with it and the date that it's due. So our last due date is 5/2. We'll see how that goes. Okay, the FAQ. I get asked the same questions over and over and over again, so I made FAQs for most of my courses. I hope they help you. Do you need the book for this course? If assignments due Friday, what do you mean? I mean 11:59 p.m. I can't find the due dates. There's a calendar link. We just looked at it. What format can the assignments be submitted in? I highly suggest just doing a PDF. You can also do a .doc or .docs, but there were some problems with it screwing it up. The formatting with the docs in the last semester, so I highly recommend using a PDF. Now, I always get pages of, even though I say this again and again, I will not accept pages. I get pages assignments. They will be returned to you and ask for to be fixed and resubmit. And that's because Safe Assign won't check pages in Blackboard. Let's see, you can read most of these. My assignment, there's the I don't take email. I submitted an assignment, you didn't grade it. Well, there could be multiple reasons for that. I worked ahead. It's drop. Oh, I use Dropbox for most of my documents. This document is actually in Dropbox, but you do not need to make an account. It's going to ask you to make an account. It's just trying to get you to subscribe to their service. You don't have to do it. Oh, very important, in a Dropbox for an assignment. So I'm attaching a file or something along those likes. There's different areas in Blackboard that you can submit your answer. There's comments, there's write submission, or attach. Please don't use comments because it puts your answer into a 2-inch little box and it's very hard to read and it screws up the formatting. And so I ask that you please use write submission or attach it as another document. That's fine also. Okay. Format pages. Yeah, there's some old stuff in here. Like you don't really do page numbers, but never know when it might come in handy, so I leave it there. How do I change the format? How do I submit an assignment? How do I do a screenshot? How do I do a video? I see in the grade book, but can't find it. Oh, every once in a while an assignment shows up in the grade book that's not in my class and it won't go away for anything. Go by the point distribution sheet, do those assignments. Don't worry about anything else. If I grade something or take points off for something that's not on that list, you have the perfect right to come yell at me because it's not going to happen. Okay? Do the assignments that are on the list and the list only. The link for the Secrets of Body Language. Secrets of Body Language is a great movie, but YouTube keeps moving around because of copyright infringement. So sometimes we have to look for it. And here's what I was talking about earlier, how to calculate my grade. It explains it to you. One thing that's very important in this class, the real world single space. The reason why we double space is so we can write comments to students between the lines. This class emulates real life. Therefore, everything for this class should be single spaced. And if you forget, I will return it to you and ask you to resubmit. Okay? And last but not least, I never thought I'd have to say this, but a student contacted me. I found an assignment on the internet. Can I submit it as mine? Sure, but only if you want to fail. You can't do that. It's plagiarism, no matter whether you found it on the internet or you found it in a book. So please don't do that. I don't want to cry in my office. Okay, so here's the icebreaker discussion, the questions you have to answer. That's how you get started. Here's your ebook. Taking its time loading because it's so big. We're going to go back here because this video is getting very long. And this is back to the learning module area where all the problems are. Now, there's one thing I want to point out in one of the modules is that, so here's module 1. Well, there was module 1. Hello. Oh, we have commercials now. Who knew? Okay. Oh, it's because I recorded it. It's a YouTube thing. Okay. I explain all the lectures. It's taking me longer because I want to go fast. That's why. Okay. So there's a study plan. Go through that. That's from the publishers, and they help you decipher how you're going to learn in this chapter. Here's the PowerPoint. I actually put the PowerPoint out there, but I record my comments to the PowerPoint just like I would in class, and that is the third item there. The very important thing is Mod 1 assignment explained. For every module except for one, I have saved, I think it's going to stop. Nope, it didn't. Okay. I have made a short video, maybe 2 minutes at the most, about how to do the assignment for that module. I highly recommend that you do it. And everybody who's watched the video has completed every single assignment correctly. And then people say, well, I don't have time. It's 2 minutes, and you're saving yourself time down the road in case you have to redo it. Which usually I don't even let people redo it. I take their grades, lower their grades accordingly. So please take the minute and watch the assignment explained. Okay, so going on down, we've got your grades. Again, you're going to look a little different because I got the instructor view. Starfish, where you can get feedback. Send email. That's the best way to contact me. Some resources or help. Here's the link to that FAQ, and here is my office hours. Remember I said they were posted somewhere else? Well, here it is. Oh, I forgot to say, there's the assignment, and then there's a quiz in each module. So make sure you scroll down and but if you're doing that checklist, you should be fine. Okay, seems like a lot. I know a lot of you weren't prepared to take an online course, and COVID is making that happen. We will get through this. Just remember to breathe, be calm, and email me. All right, good luck, everybody. And we're off.